guys, Troy here. This is Firm Foundation in the key of D, which is appropriate for a female lead, and it's the Belonging Company version. So I'm doing what I normally do here, taking the guitar parts that I hear that are prominent and making them into one part that I feel like will work really well for one lead guitar player. I'm playing slide on this one, and if you followed me for any length of time, you probably know that slide playing is like my absolute biggest weakness as a guitar player in this genre. I mean, there's all kinds of other stuff on guitar that I can't do. There's things that I try to do that I don't do well, but this is the chief one. I'm just not a good slide player. And I posted on Instagram just a little bit ago that I nailed the playthrough for this one on the first time. So it just came up here cold, didn't run through it at all, just boom, nailed it one time, about as good as I'll probably do it ever. And that's what you'll see here. So, you know, traditionally doing videos, I may do like, say, anywhere from 2 to 4 playthroughs. Usually it's 2. So I'll do 2 playthroughs and just pick the best out of each one. Sometimes with songs over the years, I'll get fatigued or something. It might take me a little longer. I have to break from it and maybe do it the next day instead, just so I have the best video out for you that I possibly could. But this one was take 1, baby. So super happy about that. If you want the tabs that go across the screen and the explanation of tones and the short lesson on how to play the song and stuff, that's over at GuitarforHISGLORY.com, so you can check that out. Using this guitar, so get the question every single time about this. Who made this? What's the brand? And my response is, can't tell you. It was built for me. I'm not able to share with you who it was, and the builder just does not want to be known. It's just like a kind of like a one-off thing. So appreciate the guitar. I have a couple of them from this particular person. I can't share with you who it was. So it's got a Lambertone grinder in the bridge and crema in the neck, alder body, maple neck, and rosewood fretboard. So nothing crazy, just a Tele Deluxe basically, with the same pickups that I like to use all the time. So let's talk about the words to this one. I struggled with it at first. You can check my Instagram post from maybe a month or 2 ago about what I do sometimes when I feel like a song is like almost there and there's maybe a line that's hanging me up, because I'm really picky about lyrics. I think they need to be theologically accurate. I don't like to relax on that kind of stuff. There's no reason to, because there's a whole host of songs out there that get it right the first time. There's no reason to compromise if we don't have to. But sometimes our church wants to do songs. I'm not in charge of that kind of stuff, so our church wants to do songs that maybe I don't fully agree with. And the ones that I feel like are almost there, I usually take to the community in the form of an Instagram post to just, let's talk about it as brothers and sisters in Christ and see where we land. And it was a good conversation. I was able to get to the point where it's like, I dig this song, and we played it a handful of times now, and I do enjoy playing it. I enjoy singing it, more importantly, and I know the congregation also enjoys it, and Christ is exalted. Those are the things that matter the most. So the words, I'm just going to read to you the devotional that we did. So occasionally I'll do the devotional on Sunday mornings for our team, and this is what I shared with them. So I'll just read it for you. Now, therefore, you are no longer strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and members of the household of God, having been built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom the whole building, being fitted together, grows into a holy temple in the Lord, in whom you also are being built together for a dwelling place of God in the Spirit. That's Ephesians 2:19 through 22. Paul goes on to say that the Gentiles are fellow heirs of this promise in Christ through the gospel. We have joy in chaos because Christ endured the cross and the wrath of God for us, securing our eternal destiny as children of God. That's Hebrews 12. So that's that assurance, right? I was reading a book by J.C. Ryle called Holiness, and he talks about assurance being one of the primary things that propels a Christian in life and keeps them from navel gazing all the time and looking at themselves and wondering, constantly questioning their salvation. But no, you have assurance. If you are in Christ, he is your firm foundation that cannot be shaken, that cannot be taken away. He is the cornerstone. And if the God of the universe, the creator of the universe, the very one who holds up the universe by the word of his power is the cornerstone, he is not going anywhere. And if you are in him, you are not going anywhere either. We have peace that surpasses understanding, or as the song states, makes no sense. That's we joke that that's the Message translation. Must be the Message translation, because we are in Christ. So we have peace that surpasses understanding because we are in Christ, and he literally guards our hearts and minds by his Spirit. That's Philippians 4. We won't be overtaken by the cares of this world because we are held by the strength of another, namely Jesus. It's important to understand that it's all Christ. All good things come from him. He is the firm foundation we stand on. He was the one who laid the foundation, and he was the one who placed you there. Without his Spirit, we can do nothing whatsoever. We worship the true God who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He will never fail. When we are faithless, he is faithful. He is the one who sustains us and will see us to the end. He is the only one worth singing to and living for. I hope that was an encouraging word to you. I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one.